So last season I did Mahakam Forge Dwarves and I climbed to 2500 plus pretty easily. It was a really good time. I used Aerondight in that deck and it was good. It was consistent, had a lot of points, had a lot of defense, had a lot of utility, and definitely different options depending on the matchups that you play into. I wanted to see how Precision Strike would kind of fare this season to kind of switch it up a little bit because I knew Dwarfs were still going to be good. How good? Let's find out. This deck is great. I mean, it works pretty well. I got to 2450 roughly with it in the games that I played, and you know, it does thin out a little bit more than the other version that I had. Mind you, the one with Mahakam Forge does have Oneiromancy for a double thin here, which is kind of nice. In this one, I had to substitute for Royal Decree, but we do have the Brocklon Sentinels, unlike the other ones. So we got essentially the 1 thin, 2, we've got 3, 4, and we've got 5, 6. So it does thin out pretty hard, and you know, the only thing you have to really look out for is bricking pairs of the Sentinels having one in hand or the Volunteers having both in hand. You know, if we don't do that, we're doing all right. So that's pretty much it. High control deck with a lot of utility for removal. So we get 3 damage pings by 1, and then we get essentially 2 at the end. And if we get a death blow off the 2, we get to spawn the ones from the deck, or more, summon them. And that's going to help with the thin, right? So we get 5 points of damage on demand, which is really good. We can help complete kills with things like the Dwarven Skirmisher. This play plus this leader is one of the best, most satisfying things in Gwent because they go so perfectly together. What I don't like about this deck is that obviously with Mahakam Forge, you get the 1 armor on all units at the start of the game. So, you know, you do lose a little bit of the Barclay value if you don't have a Chariot or you don't have the Miner to give armor on things. You know, you don't start off with armor on Zoltan, so that's kind of annoying at the same time, but it's not the end of the world. You know, it's still going to play for a ton of points here. Lots of damage. We get extra tokens for the garrison payoff. We get extra bodies for the Barclay, so it goes on. This play is just solid still. Mahakam Pass is great. A little bit of carryover at 5 points. And, you know, Heat Wave, because if we're playing against Muted Generator or just answer this or lose type stuff, we have to have that sort of option here. In my other version, I had Aerondight. You could still run Aerondight with a deck like this. I don't think you'd have a problem. You just have to maybe do something in around this range here. Maybe cut Barclay for a 5, bump this up to 11. I didn't think it was worth it this time around. Because I only have Dwarfs and I have Dryads, everything else we can remove with this card. So it definitely makes sense to have something like this in a deck that's pretty focused on one type of unit. We have Decree so that we could pull anything we want. I have Decree instead of Call because I want to be able to pull Eskel when I need it. And I think that's worth enough because he is a really high value gold card. And if we go second and they play an engine where, you know, answer this or lose, it has Crystal Skull, we just take it out. So, you know, I want to be able to fish for that and not have to worry about it, but you could go for that if you really want to. I don't think it's worth it. Justice for the thin. Again, we get a Cleaver Muscle plus a card from the deck. We could either summon both of these, or we could summon maybe a Mahakam Guard for the end cap and just get a bunch of points that way. I have more carryover in the form of Zoltan, right? So it's 5 points here, 5 points here, about 7 points here, carryover, give or take. So it plays for quite a lot of value just with the rollover into the following rounds. We have Zoltan that's going to play for 14 points every single time, right? Well, 9 plus the 4 plus the 1 that goes into the Eudora, right? She doesn't start the deck in the game. She starts the deck in the game outside of the deck, infused into one of the Zoltans. So she's going to be in 1, 2, or 3, and she'll pop up on the board when we play the one that's infused, and she'll boost herself to 4 because we have the 3 Zoltans in the deck. So by having this, that's why I'm saying 14 points here. So we start with 14 cards in deck. We thin 2, we thin 2, we thin 1, we thin 1. You can see how it does go down to not a whole lot. Just about drawing things when we need to get them. The Zoltan's Company is going to get a lot of value in this matchup too. We're going to be able to get 5 Rowdy Dwarfs playing for 10 points off the get-go, plus just 5 bodies for Garrison. Almost full row for the Mahakam Guard, almost full row for the Zoltan. So really good bleeding potential with that card, or short round potential with that card. I think Barclay is just worth having still. You could substitute Barclay for something like Deregere, but then when you go and do that, you have to take out Eskel. So I think it's just fine the way that it is. You know, Poly's not really great. I mean, your options are pretty limited here. Giant Slayer, you generally will get off the Mahakam Pass at times, so. Chariots are stables, 1 armor per turn. Engine is really good. Miners are good at 5, they play for 7, but if they pump into a Berserker, they play for much more, so it's like a 10 for 4. Berserkers are great if you can keep them going with the Chariots or the Mahakam Tempering, right? We got the Tempering there, so just, yeah. Pretty straightforward deck, pretty easy to play. If you guys are looking to climb, you don't have to think too much about it with this one here. And I've got about 5 games with live commentary for reference. If you enjoy the content that you see, don't forget to sub to the channel. If you have recommendations of things you want to see over the next week or so, let me know. I am going on vacation next week for about a week. So this following week's going to suck for posts, but I'm going to try to get back to it full capacity when I do return the first week of October. So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you soon. Thanks. Okay, we got mobilization, stockpile. I just posted a mobilization deck on YouTube, so I'm kind of just, mine's there, you know? Okay, we got breaks. This can go back, this can go back, and I would like to try to just put that back too, that's better. You know, it's really tough for me not playing with Aerondight. I really enjoy it with a deck like this, but
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I can kill this in 2 turns, or I can take 2 leader charges. I think it's probably the latter. We just wait a second here. There's going to be so many different things I have to kill, so we might want to save the utility from the leader. Now we can't. That's actually not a bad Zoltan, though. It gives me round control. It also stacks the row, you know what I mean? And we just got like a pretty good chance at getting this done. Nope. This thing is just hanging on for life, isn't it? The amount of times I could have taken a charge there, but I just wanted to greet it is kind of funny, but... Okay, so we didn't get what we wanted, but long term, I feel like this is probably better. Because we can repad. Three, 6, 7. I can't play Chariot because it's going to stuff the row. I could just do 1 and 2 and have a bunch of points that way, but obviously we want to contest rounds so that we can save Mahakam Pass for a bleed into round 2. That kind of hurts. That's 3, that's 6. I mean, we can do it now. I think we just hold this for now, too. You've got a Revenant here. So whatever we do, they're going to be able to spawn a new one. I think we're just going to play in like this, and then we'll just go for the defensive route. So at least they're not taking this out, they're taking out a Dwarf. Oh, I missed a charge. No. There is a strong consideration to take Eskel so that we can remove this and win the round. I just feel like that's one of the main things they got going for them here. So they're sitting on 1 point here. If they have Amphibious, they have Reach. Yeah, it's probably John into AA. Into another one? Okay. I think it's probably worth the heat wave here. Just because both revs are out of the way. If I bleed in, I can pass on a siege. I really need a Dwarf pocket, though. So they're getting 2, 3. Puts me to 34 plus whatever they play. They could 2 leader if they wanted to. I think I'm still going in here.
Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful.
What do you want?
They're just going to go for that kill. That is 1 leader charge out of the way, though. Do I? It's not worth cranking full. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. So, I might actually just take Zoltan as a pass card. This is like a really good hand. No bricks. Just 1 second here. Sorry, man, my boss called. I had to take that one. You know, we're just juggling. We're juggling out here. I think I'm going to go with the Berserker, because I have enough turns to make it count. Either they miss Siege, they don't have Siege. I would have a hard time believing they missed it, but it is possible, because it's not like they had both of the support come out, right? They had this then, they had one here, they had one here. I mean, it would just be unfortunate. With the Amphibious, that's 4. This would be 5. Yeah, they definitely missed Siege. That's painful. I guess that's what we're using Leader on ASAP. Let's see, if they did draw Siege, can they proc it? I gotta get rid of that thing so quickly. I really hope they don't... Good, they didn't take their leader. So we're gonna look for damage. Yeah, let's do it this way. Just stack that row. And then we can try to get rid of that after. You mean to tell me that Barclay's not even that good here? I guess I could pad these up and take Barclay next, because he's still worth a decent amount of points and defensive points. Nice. Hopefully we could snipe that out. Let's go Barclay here, boys. Did I? Nah, that's actually fine. Because I pad this up, but then I can actually boost this for an extra turn. So let's just take it like that. It's all the same, actually. Nice. This should just be undoubtedly a win. Even with the Onager play, I think we're okay. They're popping shields, they're hitting armor. I hope that row stays full. No. What are you worth? I don't think it's enough. Last say is going to be AA plus something fairly large, but we're sitting on a reasonable amount here. So 3, 4, 5, 6 plus. That was very close and terrifying, but we got it done. Alright, we got Call of Harmony coming up here next. I feel like this is going to be a tough matchup because they have a lot of engines and, you know, we have a reasonable amount of control, but maybe not enough. So I could double stack. I mean, this is actually a really good hand. I don't know if I should funnel through it a bit more. I do have a good thinning option here, though. I have 2 thinning options here, so I might actually just keep this. You don't always have to take mulligans, guys. We'll start with this so that I can pivot into a Berserker, and if they play... Well, now Saskia gets annoying. I think we still have to go for the... We still go for the Berserker here, just because the long round game is going to be better. Imagine I hit her every single time. Okay. They're sort of like forcing me to play a certain way here, because if I let this go off, then it's going to be a problem for me. So... Nice! 2 more. Okay, I can kill this one too, which is really cool. That is so annoying. Holy. We take it though. don't want to stack the same row. Come on. Nope. I gotta figure out how to put some armor back on him. I don't think I go chariot.
The wood shall turn against you.
Okay. This does have an order that does get annoying, but I don't mind going for the second miner here. To use the order, though, is kind of expensive when I could be thinning these out, but they're good drop points for later.
You've done it now.
I've got to keep things organized here, you know. I'm going to hit that just in case. Okay. So this is turned off. This still works. They can't target her, which is fine.
Green horror.
We do have a pretty good resilience stack here if we want. You know, we put that there, we put this on the end cap, we play this, and then we can kind of leave. Let's see if we could snipe. Man, we're just not getting the hits we used to. Problem with this matchup, there we go, it's about time. So they didn't get a lot of Harmony procs. The Chameleon wasn't a thing, and then obviously these two are out of the way. We still have a lot we have to worry about, but it could be worse, honestly. I do have Heatwave, which is a very slow play. This goes back for now. I need, like, a lot of this stuff here. I might actually go for Eskel. Okay. It's literally full pedal. That's the only way I can actually do this. 3, 6. We got 7, 8, and then we stuff the end with a tall. All right, we're gonna put one of the guards down. But before I even consider all that, we gotta heatwave this. It's like a really... The thing about this scenario is that even when you heatwave it, they still get 10 points that, you know, you're not heatwaving. That's why it's such a good scenario. Up front, too, is just... It's a lot, you know? I don't think we ever get card back. It turns into a value bleed. We gotta get out Quirixis, and we have to get out Dana. If we can get out Dana first form, then that's good. Because her second form round 3 is gonna suck. If I can get out Leader, that's good. That might have to be my Eskel. Yeah, look at that. So then I can get Barclay here, make him actually worth quite a bit. Contemplating Zoltan first, actually. If I take Zoltan instead of Eskel, then that means I get the engine, plus we actually get more tokens so that we can boost. So Fav goes for Call, and it goes for... So they do have the double poison here. Good to know. We still keep going, man. I think I'm allowed to give myself a bit of space, though. Let's just do that. The thing about this treant, though, that's not very good here is that they only have, like, for the majority, Dryad tags. Actually, they're sweating, so this is good. Leaders out of the way. They click... Okay, yeah, that's really bad for tags. I'll take this here. I think the best case scenario is that I get everything from them. Okay. Which I don't think we're going to. They have too many things with harmony. Okay, Quirks this down. No way, we got it. We got it, because they already have Relic out. Yes! That's okay. That's literally okay. We did what we're supposed to do. Because now I could pull into Eskel and take out the big point slam at the end. They've already played Waters. They've already played Saskia. Scenario's out of the way. And they also have to rely on the draws too, because they've already taken Fav into call. So we have just the same odds, 7 cards each. My hand is terrible. Okay, I guess we lose. Like, I missed 2 gold cards worth so much. That's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I'm going to go Chariot second, Volunteer third, and see where we're at. I just hope they can't sink damage here. Okay, good. We beat Heatwave. That's a good flip, though. We just don't beat Big Bird. But the thing is, man, like, look. Yeah, it's not like I didn't have the resources to win. I just didn't pull them. So, you know, in any case, we get this card or we get Mahakam Pass, we win. Okay, we got Hidden Cash coming up here next. Just get rid of the bricks here. I have 2 ways to tutor this out, so I'm not too stressed about it. Good thing we pulled. I think I'm just going to put it back. Oh, of course. So just don't use leader round 1. That's probably for the sly. Okay, low roll. We can just start off with one of these here, we're fine. If that's their spender, and it's at 1, I feel like they're inclined to click that, so it helps me a bit. I think we just go for the double trouble here, you know? Do you think they can bond them right away? Yep. What's my easiest way of doing this? I mean, they have no coins. I think I'm just going to take something and run. If I can get through one more turn here, I'm alright. I got +2 there. They get +1 guaranteed. They're not getting anything off the sly because we pass on that. They're probably going to play another big engine here, hoping that I can continue to push. Okay. So you're going to finish up that push with a Fist-Tech Trafficker, I think. That's fine. We just leave anyways. I just don't like the way this is going. So they want that long round Passiflora with Scenario. I think I have enough control to make a long round pretty good for us. They go up 1, they go up 2. I get 2 points, so it mitigates that. So they need a 7-point play. They have coins, so they'll get it on this card for sure. Yeah.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
1 and 2. There you go. It's just not worth contesting. I didn't really commit anything either. So it's obvious what the mulligans are. We take care of the sentinels. That's like a really good defending hand, honestly. I missed this, but we could potentially pull it. I do have Mahakam, though. I'll just take that carryover. This is still worth a lot of points later. Well, maybe we take... I have space for 2, so I get 10 points of carryover. Good, great, bad. I need Eskel. Perfect. And I miss Garrison, which is horrible. I think it's crazy how I thin out so well with enough time, and I still have a problem getting something like that. We're going to go in with this first, so I can get this down ASAP and start getting that value. I'm pretty sure that I have to let Novigrad sit here, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful.
I still have time.
It's like a dead fate if it passing day.
Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. We gotta heat wave that.
Shark out of water's still got its teeth.
Yeah, no hesitation. Just go for it.
10% for peace of mind. Well,
Luckily, we have a lot of swarm capabilities still. This will eventually die. I'm thinking I'm just using the order. Because we got to keep one safe so that we can get a good Zoltan out there. That's okay, we got 2 targets now. I need this to die, obviously, because then I could take this. That's probably going to be my Eskel.
I admire the beautiful. What can I say?
There we go. It's actually helping me, because like I need the space pretty bad. I gotta actually pad this up just in case, right? So we're gonna kill her, because she's a coin generator plus a 2-point per turn engine. I just don't want to leave it to chance. And the Bincy plays like slow and steady here. This is tough, man. This is tough. I need to snipe. Nope. I mean, we have enough armor. It's not that big of a deal. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can just go on with that. You know, I think we did enough to win here, but it's still frustrating. So... Bincy or Saul? I think we're gonna have to go... They're gonna spend and still have Horde. Let's go Saul. Yeah, it's too bad. I was trying to be stingy on removing this and just kind of save as much as I could. Puts me in a position where I only get 3 of these, so it's worth 6 points on the finish. If I had, obviously, Garrison, it would have been worth a lot more, but I think a 27-point lead here should be sufficient. Yeah, even if they spend down, it's not enough. I think we did well, because we're mainly control point slam, and they have a lot of long round potential, so...
What are you doing in my...
Alright, we got Deadeye Ambush coming up here next. So we're just going to mulligan these 2 back. Simple enough.
Let us sing the song of steel.
I feel like I can aggro this a little bit here and honestly just take out this engine. I like saving leader. I don't like wasting it, but sometimes I think you gotta. Let's get at least one of these down. There's consideration to actually play both. Play this third, to play this fourth, tap it, you know, kind of top it up there. They will flip that soon. How are we going to do here? You know what I could do, though? I could actually get a lot of value from doing this. And then just try to clean it up a little. I think that's a decent spot to be in. The only thing I really committed was leader. I can go into a short round 3 with full carryover and just kind of see how it goes. I don't know if they're traps or if they're actually scenario, so we don't have to worry about bricking. I can put this back for now. This is amazing. So I'm going to be pulling... I'm going to have to dig deeper than this. It's probably one of these that goes back for later. I don't want to trade to a waylay or anything like that. I think I'm going to play on melee. Pavco. I could kill it in 2. It's just they play an elf here, it gets harmony 1, goes to 4, but I could find a way here. Okay, so it's not what we thought to begin with. I think if anything then, I'm just swinging off this. We just have to hit the back. There we go. Even if they play Merliga, it's not that big of a deal. Like, they take out a 4, maybe they take this out. Okay.
There is no escape.
I think this is what I'm going to do here. Just keep things safe. That keeps it out of removal range. We'll go as far as playing Garrison. So they just don't have the other half. And they probably won't get it. Here. I could take both thins and feel pretty good about it. We'll go a bit wider here so we get a better Barclay. I feel like we're just drawing our cards, right? So what are you hitting? That's good. I've got time here, so... Damn. The dwarf... I get, with all the armor and stuff like that, though, it wasn't that crazy. Here, let's just kind of spread it out a bit here. I think I'm willing to play everything. It's a pretty good lock. We did get some value beforehand though, which is nice. I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to play in here. Let's do one of those. Should just be more than enough. We'll take Zoltan, maybe save Heatwave. My best Heatwave's a 6. I don't really want to take it.
No mercy! Come the horse sons!
So they got to go for a fairly big swing here. That ties, and then I get free card. Hopefully that's Vernasio. Or scenario they wanted to save. This looks like just classic Swarm. Definitely something big. Oh. Okay. So you mean to say I would have won if I just took the Heatwave? I guess it's better to be safe. That's decent. I think this goes. It's a 50-50. I don't even think I need to take it. I think I'm just going to hold this here. Because this would be really sad. This would be amazing, but... I guess that is the Heatwave, isn't it? And then this is the Esco.
Aim between the eyes. Leave none alive.
I guess we're taking this now. We should win. Let's see. So 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. It's better to take this.
The ground rests countless riches and corpses.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, we could have 2-0'd. We actually almost lost it in the short round 3 because they drew. Alright, next up here we got Hidden Cash.
Get you out of that tight spot.
It's not a bad hand. So put this back as well, unless you want to just thin it from hand because we have it. I want to keep one chariot for later. I think I'm just going to hold on to this as is. So the objective here is to probably just get down the 2 Berserkers, use the skirms for control in case they play, like, some really annoying engines, and then... So... It's deploy. So long as I do it like that, I should be fine. Makes things a lot easier. I feel like we can just take away from this scenario with these two. I might actually just go for the thin here. I'm killing 2 engines. Was it really worth it? If they have Adriano the Mink, they don't. I'm pretty sure I just play my thin too. Let's hold the damage just so they think I'm playing in, but I might actually have enough room to leave here. That's got to be Marquise yet. Yeah. Yeah. Bricked Marquise. They don't have a spender. That's too bad. So we got rid of Saul, Marquise, and Passiflora. Okay. Let's put this away for now. I'm just looking for more stuff, you know what I mean? We gotta get, like, this bunch. Probably that too. Because this has the infusion, I'm probably just gonna play Garrison for the carryover if I need to. Okay. Sure. I think I'm just warming up with something like this. It's really annoying, but we can actually counter fairly hard here, so. Slow and steady. I'm thinking about which one I should take, whether it's 1 or 2. It can't be that important, right? Do they have the actual push in this short of a round? I don't know. Okay, I think we're taking Zoltan first. Come on, one more. I'd like to be able to save Justice for round 3. Okay, so we get a bit of carryover here. And we save card. Good, good, great. Is there anything worth looking for? Mahakam Pass. Honestly, though, everything is just so good right here that it might not even be worth it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. We gotta heat wave that immediately. Should I just remove her before they get a bunch of profit? I think so. I just don't want to lose my tokens because it's a really big payoff from the garrison.
What's that? You found another bone?
Here. We should just be fine in this matchup, honestly. Yeah. See, it's a little late for Bincy. I don't know if they should have pushed in round 2. I can understand the appeal, but... we should just be fine. Yeah, like, they'll have, like, maybe a 15-point turn. Maybe. Yeah. We're just chilling here.